Hi, this is Ken Landgraf, Bronze Age comic book artist. I drew Nightwing and Flamebird and Hawkman, Starfighters, New York City Outlaws. I did the Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers. And I'm going to show you how to do some inking today. I'm using a Staedtler Mars Graphic 3000 brush pen. There it is. This is out of print, but you can use a lot of different things. Like you can use a Sharpie pen, which is like a nice brush. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking at the figure. And the first thing I'm going to do is throw shadows under her breasts here, so that pops it out. Okay, so I've got it over here. And I'm also going to use Crest-A-Form. I'm going to go along her diaphragm here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rendering on her. Like let's say the breast shape is round here. So what you want to do is go in there with your brush and start going downward in like a rounded shape, leaving white spaces. And I'm basically doing like a lot of different speed line inking, look. Just feeling out the shape and going around the form. And I'll turn the paper here and I'll start inking in here also. And I'll also turn the page so I can ink in feathering tight. Again, I'm always thinking in terms of round shapes or square shapes. And I want to get the top of her blouse here, so I'm going to use down strokes. And I'll leave a little white space too here. There, that looks great. Going and getting some more ink. I'm using these inkwell things here. I just took like a cat food bowl and put the ink in there. And let's say I want to ink the breast shape here. I'm going to throw a shadow from the breast to downward. See that? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feather very gently to show the form. I'm going from long lines to short lines here. See, that makes it look very round. And we got our head here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a line down and throw a shadow down. And I'm doing some drapery folds here. And to ink her arm and body here, I want to position this in a certain way. All right, and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here I'm showing like Crest-A-Form. And here's her arm, so I'm going to throw a shadow down from her arm. See that? And then I'm going to render going downward. And I left the white space there on purpose because I'm picking up here on her drapery, so that'll pop. And I want to ink her arm here, so I'm positioning it so we can see it here, going from point A to B. Make sure you think like that because you want to get a smooth line. And I'm going to start here with light lines and keep feathering in. And I'm going to do something fancy here. I'm going to take a shadow going down, but I'm going to run it back into the light. See that? And I'm going to work on her hair a little bit. As you notice, I jump around inking whatever I feel like. You don't just do one thing. Like here's her hair, right? So I'm going to go and just do the top part of the black. And for that, I might turn the paper around again. All those comic book masters, they constantly turn the paper when they're inking. They just ink in one direction. So let's say I'm looking at this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And her hair is going in different angles here. So I want to go like, here's the top of her, or one C shape. I'm going to ink it and leave a white space. And by leaving these white spaces, you can refer to my inking shiny black hair video also if you want to look at this a little closer. But see how cool that looks? Because I'm showing white showing through. Okay, so I want to draw her cheekbones in. Okay, so I turn the paper because I want to get the right angle of her cheekbone. Being very careful here, it's got to look pretty. And I'll draw the top of her blouse. Again, leaving some white spaces. And I'm going to render her body here. So let's say we got the form line. And I'm going to throw a shadow from her costume onto her body here. See that V shape? That's a shadow from her costume going down towards her body. Adding more depth. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Leave a space and pick up on the clothing here. Now, we got a shape here to fill. So what are we going to do? I'm going to outline her. And I'm going to start using some tricks. I'm going to throw a shadow from her purse. And then I'm going to start rendering on it. This is mostly a C shape, as you can see here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And fill in black. But don't fill it all in black. Leave a white space down here on the costume. You got to leave white spaces. If it's just black, it looks lousy. It's not very dynamic and it's boring. This makes it look exciting. Then what I do here is, here's her leg, right? Leave a white space. And I'll throw a shadow from that leg already down to the other leg. Again, I'm putting in black, but feathering into the white. What that means is, here's the black area, here's the white area. These intermediate lines are showing that it's transitioned from black to gray to white. Okay, so here's her leg. I'm going to draw her form again, main forms. And I always do this all the time because that way you can control the shape. Like, look at her leg here. Here's her knee, right? Long line going down, long line going down, long line going down, long line going down. Okay, so now it's a rendering problem. I got all the stuff in. Take a little bit of water, a little bit of ink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the inking towards me, rendering towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yeah, around 27, 30 lines there. But look how beautiful that is. Here's the knee. It's a curve, right? Long lines to short here. And there, here we have the calf muscle. And do that just with lines, no black. Maybe I'll throw the shadow line. See that? Okay, and then we got a long, long line here. So you got to start thinking. Do it in sections. Now we got our shoe. What to do? Well, you look at it. I'm going to leave a white space on top. So that's solved. Looks good. And we're going to do her leg here. I'm going to take a shadow from the leg, throw it down. Usually these shadows form a triangle shape, as you can see here. And you turn the, oh, look how dynamic that's looking already. Wow. Woo. And turn the paper. Get her other leg. This is my brand new camera setup. Thanks to my nephews, they got me this. And I'm trying it out for the first time, so I hope I'm doing it okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And leave that flat black because that looks cool. Okay, so then we got our costume. We want to do a little bit more inky on it. Move it towards me this way so I can see the cruciform line. And then I'll start going into the rendering. One of my patrons said to me, like, I love how you artists can just put down a bunch of lines and it looks like drapery. Yeah, it is pretty amazing, isn't it? It's a bunch of lines and it looks like drapery. Here I'm going to do open lines. I'm not going to connect any of it. Give it a nice airy feel. Wow, that's looking really, really good. And I want to put some more inking on her here where the Phantom Lady emblem is. And we got our purse over here. So how do we render that? Well, the best thing to do is to do light and shadow only. So let's say the purse. Throw a little shadow from the strap. And then ink only the side of the purse. And then render in the middle of it. And we want to render this out here. Now our costume, obviously this is the butt part here, so we've got to render on that real good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's pick it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Wow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little shadow. This takes nerve, but I'm going to do it. See here where the skirt goes? I'm going to throw a shadow under it. Adding even more depth. Okay, so we got our arm over here throwing the fist. And again, it's the same type of techniques over and over and over. There's the arm, the hand, the wrist, the forearm, and the bicep. By doing this, you already got a cruciform lighting effect. There's heavy light here and a little light in the bottom, right? So that's how you want to think about these things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rendering. You can get pretty fancy. Once you get a lot of brush control, you can like really mess around with this. Very good. And I might as well finish up her torso here. We got the front of her costume. I want to put some rendering in there. All lines that do not connect. And finish off her hair. Moving it at a nice angle so we can see her hair. And we pick up here. Light's hitting here, so here's the first shadow part. And what I'm doing here, this is kind of cool. You take the brush and do upstrokes, but not too many because it'll look shabby or messy. So you want to try to control this a little bit. Again, making sure that you see that white shape there. Oh wow, she's got that badge. So I want to do something fancy here now, because you see that badge up here she's got? That's a big thing about her powers. It shoots some kind of ray. I'm not sure what it does anymore. I think it knocks out criminals. So what we want to do is work out a burst here. So you're going in a curving shape, leaving white spaces. Watch. And of course, what this is doing is making that thing look dynamic. So it's like giving us some kind of power. And I probably want to play with that thing in her hand a little bit. Let's see what I'm going to do to it. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a shadow from it. Wherever you can throw shadows, you throw shadows. Okay. There's her box, throwing a little shadow. And then I'm going to do something here. I'm looking at the box shape. I'm going to throw a shadow, leave a white space, throw a shadow, leave a white space. That makes that look very dynamic. And then it's got to render the palm of the hand here. And if it gets boring using the brush, you can switch to any kind of pen. I'm going to use here a STA pigment liner. This is a number 2. And I'm going to use it to do some nice line work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So and then I'll turn it to get like more rendering. Again, this is pen work, but I was doing it just like I did the brush work. Just adds a different look. A little bit more rendering on her neck. And I'll put some more rendering on this. Now again, I'm only using the pen just to get a different effect. Could have done it all with brush. Maybe I want to get an in-between tone here. And maybe we'll make this look a little shinier. And there we have a beautifully inked, rendered Phantom Lady. And a pretty much original pose. You're not going to find this as a swipe in some comic. I pretty much made this up. Okay. So there we have it. And I hope you like it and love my video. If you do love my videos, please press the subscriber button. I want to get monetized on YouTube. I got a good chance now. Okay, see you next video. Bye.